What's up? Welcome back to another video right here on Free Will Photos. Today we are talking about what the Luminar team over at Skyloom is calling the big fall upgrade. And yes, the word upgrade really does mean upgrade, and we're going to talk about that. This is coming in mid-October of 2024. So if you're watching this after mid-October 2024, hopefully we have our hands on these upgrade features and tools. Now, one of the biggest questions that I get whenever I talk about updates and upgrades is what's the difference between the two? Now, this is the way that I explain it to people. This is not from the Luminar team. This is just how I explain it in my own words. I'd love to hear what you think about updates versus upgrades in the comment section. But in short, an update is usually something that modifies the software to run more efficiently or improves upon the experience of using the software in a minor way. Updates may also fix coding and crashing issues and could be free. There are some paid updates based off of how each company wants to run their program, their software, whatever it may be, their pricing offers. When it comes to an upgrade, this usually improves the software in a very, very drastic way and adds enhanced features that allows new creative functionality. Upgrades are usually never free because, again, it's changing the functionality of the software to a point where it's almost like a upgraded version of what you had previously. Hopefully that made sense, but there is essentially the understanding that whenever something is upgraded, you will pay for it. And if something is being updated, it usually comes free. So for this to be called the big fall upgrade, yes, there are some things you'll have to pay for. Since we were talking about pricing, let's go ahead and kind of go over that really quickly. There is an early bird special that Luminar team is putting on. It goes from August 15th through August 25th, and this is supposed to be the best time to purchase the software to get the upgrade. And if you already purchased the software previously, then just stay tuned. We're going to talk about that. But if you're a new user, then a 12-month subscription, which would normally be somewhere around $100, I think they're selling for $79. And then for a lifetime license, which is normally like $300, they're selling for $139. And yes, a lifetime license means that you get to keep the software subscription free, but it does come with something that we're going to talk about. Now, the lifetime license holders, if you already purchased Luminar like I did, then you're going to need to purchase something called an upgrade pass. And we're going to talk about that, but essentially you're going to need to purchase an upgrade pass to get the upgrades that we're going to be talking about. Now, if you do decide to purchase Luminar at this discounted rate, you can also use my coupon code, which is down here at the bottom of the screen. It's also in the description box below, and I do make a small commission whenever you use that. Again, all of the proceeds from that go right back into developing things for this channel. What is coming in the Luminar Big Fall Upgrade? Well, let's go over the free features first. First off, we have catalog filtering, virtual copies, star ratings, and film strip view, so you can kind of edit through your photos. We'll talk about some of these features a little bit later, but regardless of what you have, you are going to get these for free. So if you have a Luminar Neo license, then you will get these for free. If you have an active subscription, you're covered. You're going to get these. Just make sure that your subscription is still active. If you have a lifetime license, you're going to get all of these updates for free. Now, to receive the paid upgrades, you are going to need a active subscription, or you'll need to purchase an upgrade pass for those of you who have the lifetime license to Luminar Neo previously. What you get for this is the smart search, the color transfer tool, and the color masking tool. All right, so this is the point where it could be beneficial for you to pause and kind of read through this information, but I'm going to go over each of these bullets and kind of explain what's happening with the upgrade pass. So this is the upgrade option for lifetime license holders only. which means this is only applicable to the lifetime license holders, and replace the traditional upgrade fee that we used to pay every year whenever a new version of Luminar came out. Instead of paying for a new version of Luminar, you're paying now for an upgrade pass. So this isn't something that's new. This isn't something that's overly different than what we've already been doing. This is how you can update your Luminar Neo version to the latest version of Luminar Neo, so you get all of the new tools and all of the things that you may have been missing as Luminar was upgrading the system or the platform up until now. By purchasing this pass, you get all of the new features plus 1 year of the generative tools and extensions. So this is going to give you 1 year access to Gen Erase, Gen Swap, Gen Expand, focus stacking, panorama stitching, HDR merge. I know that says merger, should say merge, upscale, noiseless AI, super sharp AI, magic light AI. All right, you're going to get access to all of this for 1 year. If you purchased any of these extensions that I was just mentioning, focus stacking, panorama stitching, HDR merge, whatever, if you purchased those previously as a standalone or an extension to Luminar Neo when that pricing model was available, then you'll still retain access to those items. This is just if you don't have those, you're going to get access to everything for 1 year. And then once that year expires, which we're going to get into on the third to the last bullet, at the end of the year, you lose access to the generative tools and any extensions that you did not purchase during the previous offerings that I was just explaining. But you do keep access to Luminar Neo and all of the current filters that come with the Luminar Neo upgrade when it ships. So you'll still have access to all of the new features like the smart filter, the color transfer, the color swap. You'll have access to the neon, glow, all the stuff that I have down here at the bottom. There's more, but I just wanted to kind of put a few of the items that were thrown into Luminar Neo after it was released. And those are the things that you're going to have access to, which are some really cool tools. So again, this is one of those slides I recommend pausing and figuring out if this is something that you're interested in for all of my lifetime license holders. If you purchase Luminar Neo on the 1st of July 2024, you're going to get all of the big fall upgrade items free of charge at no extra cost. You're good to go. If you purchase Luminar Neo on June 30th or earlier, then you are the person that's going to need one of those upgrade passes that I was just explaining. So you can kind of see how that goes hand in hand, and you can make that decision for yourself. If those are some items that if you've seen something on the list that you felt was exciting and you want to gain access to, then the upgrade pass is your way of doing that, updating Luminar Neo from the previous version that you may have had to the latest version with all of the upgrade tools. All right, or with all the upgraded tools. If you have a subscription to Luminar Neo, then just make sure it's current and you will get all of the new stuff. I have to harp on that because I'm sure there's going to be questions. Well, if I have a subscription, do I need to get the upgrade pass? The answer is no. Just make sure that your subscription is still active. So if you were supposed to pay the bill yesterday, well, then you might want to go pay the bill so that way you can get that. Let's go ahead and dive into some of these new features. All right, so first up on the list is Smart Search. This is a machine learning based search feature that helps users find images not only by attributes like file name, date, and extension, but also by content such as objects, scenes, and etc. So you could type in things like tree, stop sign, car, subway, or parts of it, two smiling boys, etc. This advanced search capability significantly enhances the user's ability to locate specific images within their catalog quickly and accurately. We did not see see a live demo. We seen the videos that I'm playing in this particular video when this was being discussed and talked about. It sounds like this is going to be a pretty good tool for you to be able to find things inside of your catalog. No different than what we've seen in some of the other AI driven catalogs where you can just type in things. I won't harp on this too much, but I think that that's going to be cool. It's going to be useful. Unfortunately, when it comes to cataloging, which I probably should have started with this, they did not increase the capacity to add more images with this upgrade, or at least that wasn't on the roadmap as part of the big fall upgrade. That could change, but as of right now, they did not increase the capacity. So all of the things that I talk about when it comes to the catalog updates, just remember that you're not getting increased capacity, but you're getting more functionality. And that's only a problem to those who that's a problem for. For me, since I use Luminar primarily as a plugin, I don't run into the capacity issues. And when I do want to use it standalone, it's usually for a handful of images, and I'm okay with removing them from the library down the line if I need to make sure that I have buffer in that capacity for the catalog. If you are one of those people that's running into that issue, let me know how you are working through that down in the comment section below, and why this is such a big issue. Let's start a conversation about that. The next thing up on my list is color transfer. This is a tool that allows users to select a reference image and transfer its colors to their photo. Users can adjust the results with several sliders and activate an AI transfer feature that matches colors between similar objects, such as sky to sky or transport to transport. This feature offers creative flexibility and precision in achieving the desired color aesthetics in their images. In the video that I'm playing right now, you can see that you want to match like items with like items. All right. It is not wise to bring in a photo of a desert and match the color of an underwater ocean. I'm sure it could be fun, but key in on the part of matches colors between similar objects. There's not going to be similar objects in the ocean to the desert. So that's something you really want to pay attention to. But ultimately, if you're matching like items, so if you go find an image and you say, hey, I think I like the colors in this photo, I want to merge those into the photo that I just took, and it has mostly similar objects, we'll see how this works when we test it out. Again, there wasn't a live audition of this. We just watched the video. So that's something, I would like to see how that works in the production copy of this particular software. So the next tool is color masking, a masking tool that creates a mask based on a selected color in the image. The color range can be adjusted with a slider, allowing for precise control over which areas of the image are affected, making it easier to apply targeted edits. I'm not going to belabor this. This doesn't work any different than any other color masking option. I'm not quite sure this is a paid upgrade type of tool. This must be some amazing masking to charge people for a tool like this. Now, that's not me being upset with Luminar or anything of the sort. I'm just being honest. I feel like this should have been a free update because it doesn't catastrophically or drastically change the functionality. In fact, it's something that I think should have been built into the base version of Luminar, or as they were building in luminosity masking and things of that sort. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. I'm sure you will. One of the things that I think is going to be extremely helpful is the catalog filtering system. Now, remember, this is a free update. So if you are just like, hey, all I really needed to make Luminar better was the ability to filter through my catalog, catalog because I just couldn't find the images or sort through the images the way that I would like to. Here's what we got with the filtering of the catalog. This feature allows users to filter the catalog using various parameters from metadata and image attributes. Filter by camera model, filter by focal length, ISO, shutter speed, aperture, filter by rating, and more. By providing extensive filtering options, users can efficiently narrow down their search and find specific images based on detailed criteria. I think this is going to be one of those tools that if you really need it, or if you are really using Luminar to organize your images and like need to get through a catalog, this is going to be the thing. All right. I'm excited for this, but this is also one of those things. And again, I'm not trying to harp on the Luminar team. I think that these things should have come with the base version of Luminar Neo. These are like industry basics. Let me know what you think about that. Anyhow, it's free, it's coming, and it's going to be a part of the big fall upgrade. Then, of course, we have virtual copies. Now, this is one of those things where you really need to pay attention to your catalog sizes because it's going to add size to the catalog. All right, virtual copies let users create multiple versions of a single photo without duplicating the original file. This is ideal for photographers and editors who want to experiment with different editing styles, crops, and adjustments while preserving the original photo. This feature fosters creative experimentation without the risk of losing the original image. For those of you who are familiar with using virtual copies in other programs, that's essentially exactly what this is. I wouldn't call this a necessity to be in photo editing software, but it is extremely helpful when you're trying to figure out, do I want this photo in black and white, or do I want this photo in monochrome, or some other sepia tone, or do I want it in color? Do I want this effect? Whatever, right? If you want to experiment to see what works without having to export 5 different versions of the image into your hard drive, this is definitely a way to work. What is to be seen, or needs to be seen, is how this is going to impact the catalog capacity issue that again has not been increased. I'm not trying to make this a problem, just something maybe you have to consider how many virtual copies you want and inside of your catalog. But that is what it is. Then, of course, we have the sort folders and albums. I think this is really cool. A feature to organize the catalog, allowing users to sort folders and albums by different attributes. This organization capability simplifies the management of large photo collections, making it easier to find and access specific albums or folders. That's pretty straightforward. All right, on the left-hand side where your images are, where your folders go, you'll be able to sort through and reorganize and reposition folders in a logical workflow or organization manner that you really enjoy or that you prefer. So that way Luminar is not making a decision for you. You just kind of get to take free reign, but you also get to sort those. So it's going to be cool. I think that's going to be helpful, especially when you start working with albums. The last feature we're going to talk about is the film strip and edit. And this isn't anything crazy. I'm not even going to read the notes on this. Look, you get a little strip down at the bottom with all of the images that are inside of a folder or an album when you go into the edit or the preset window. What this allows you to do, and it's just like any other photo editing software that has a film strip. You can like navigate through your images down there at the bottom, select a preset, apply it, move on to the next one. This is really helpful for volume photographers or someone who is just trying to get their family photos edited and delivered to Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, if anyone still has that. Let me know in the description box if you got, or in the comment section, if you got MySpace. I don't think anyone does. There you have it, the big fall upgrade for 2024 coming in mid-October. What are your thoughts on the things that you have to pay for versus the things that you're getting for free? Is this an upgrade that you really want to jump to? And in fact, I want to know what version of Luminar you're using down in the comment section. And if all of the new features that, from the version that you have all the way up until now are worthwhile for your creative workflow and investment into the software. If you got questions, please drop them in the comment section as well. I'll do my best to answer those. And again, if you want to save some money when you go to purchase any of these, the subscription, if you're brand new, or if you need to re-up your subscription, or if you want to go and purchase one of those upgrade passes, consider using the coupon code in the description box. Again, I do make a small commission, but it's at no extra cost to you. And I greatly appreciate everyone who uses that code. Until next time, I want you guys to stay inspired and keep creating. Peace.